Whoa, breaking news. The Stone Quarry Productions has just signed a first look deal with Netflix. We all knew this was coming. This is coming from The Hollywood Reporter. The Stone Quarry Productions, a banner run by filmmaker Zack Snyder, producing partner Deborah Snyder, and executive Wesley Collar, has signed a first-look film deal with Netflix. The 2-year deal anchors the filmmaking team to the streamer for which it made Army of the Dead.
When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough to count when the deal is done.
Now, as you know, Army of the Dead was so successful, it ranks in the top 10 most viewed movies on Netflix. And this deal comes weeks after the announcement that Zack Snyder was going to make his original sci-fi epic called Rebel Moon. Zack Snyder tells The Hollywood Reporter, "My goal and hope are to bring as much quality content as I can and do it on a giant scale. Big projects and big movies." Now, the company previously had a deal with Warner Brothers, but as you know, with the fallout of Justice League, that deal ended in 2019. And so they've been searching for a new partner that would actually respect their work. And they found it with Netflix. Deborah Snyder says this, "For us, it was so important to find a partnership that was based on mutual respect. The creative process works best when everybody trusts each other and you can take chances and be creative. For us, we don't usually play it safe. The content we make is a little bit edgier, and I think it's important to have a good partnership and hear each other." And Netflix has given us a lot of freedom, but they've also embraced the idea of trying new things and not necessarily waiting for success before moving ahead. Now that's a real shot at Warner Brothers. As you know, Warner Brothers is very reactionary. It has to be great before we make something else. And that could take years until we get a new product from them. Deborah Snyder says, "A consumer isn't going to be waiting 2 years for more, and that is exciting. I give them a lot of credit for developing that partnership and trust." Now, Scott Stuber, the head of Netflix, had some great words about Zack Snyder and his Army of the Dead. In fact, he was the one that got Army of the Dead to Netflix. "I've known Zack and Deb for years and was fortunate to be part of Dawn of the Dead, his first film. I have since had the privilege of watching his career grow and see the evolving impact of his work. To see him return to his roots with Army of the Dead, which is now one of our most popular films, and build a world out of these characters with the upcoming Army of the Thieves and anime series is amazing to see. We've only scratched the surface of what's still to come and create with Zack, Deb, Wes, and everyone at Stone Quarry." That's right, Snyder is staying in the Army of the Dead universe and actually expanding it. In fact, not only is there a prequel called Army of Thieves, which is being directed by Matthias Schweighöfer, but he's actually creating a sequel. Yeah, you knew it was happening, but now they finally announced it. Army of the Dead is getting a sequel. That's not all. He's also doing Rebel Moon, which he hopes to go into production in early 2022, and is also envisioned as something that can launch sequels and series. Between those two original Snyderverses, new Snyderverses, they've got a lot of work on their hands. Wait, but that's not all. Among the projects being developed is an action vehicle for Damon Caro, Snyder's second unit director and stunt coordinator on numerous of movies, who would make his feature helming debut. Oh, but get this. They said they're not totally walking away from giant IPs and comic-related things. According to The Hollywood Reporter, while the company has not abandoned working with established intellectual property, especially in the comics field, from which Snyder has had some of his biggest successes, the duo are feeling regenerated by original ideas. Deborah Snyder says, "Zack is really good at world building. We've done that with the comics for so long that to do something original is the ultimate challenge, and we're up for that." Man, it really is Zack Snyder's year. I mean, coming off the heels of Zack Snyder's Justice League, which was incredible. Then you got Army of the Dead, which was phenomenal. And a huge deal with Netflix. Now he's getting to make whatever he wants. This is going to be insane.